because
they're evaluating you.
They're
They've got the little checklist.
They're evaluating our
man.
parenting, or they're evaluating their parenting based on their own.
That's
the
some crazy. That's the crazy thing Dad would do.
Yeah. But this brings me back to Emma. Emma's trying to raise these boys, and so she's trying to be somewhere between Forever and then the other show that people are talking about, Adolescence, which I haven't watched yet, which it gets into sort of the misogyny that young boys are exposed to,
and the online,
the manosphere.
They're getting their parenting.
They're getting their
online.
parenting.
They're getting their notions of manhood from extremists.
Yeah, extremists.
So I'm glad that they finally are paying attention to what people are saying. In UX UI, I've learned in corporate America, in UX UI, I've learned that the best way for you to develop an application or to solve for a problem technology-wise is to create personas based off of real-life experiences, to ask people, to pay attention to what is going on in the culture. And for so long, people, politicians, entertainers, all of these people have been putting on the culture what they want, which has led the culture to where it is today. And because they no longer have the impact, influence, or the ear of the people that are determining what happens in the culture, they are now bothered by it. And the fact that they are mentioning the manosphere, mentioning things that we, who are in control now of what happens in a culture, and people are starting to pay attention. Now they want to start getting concerned and speaking to single mothers and having a conversation on a podcast with Obama and Michelle Obama and her brother. And they want to start talking about what men need, what boys need, how it is that they need to be moving when it comes to who is going to marry the daughters or, quote unquote, the single mothers. The reality is that there is nothing wrong with masculinity, but for so long they've been labeling it as toxic masculinity. I still remember, I don't forget because I covered it extensively, especially during this past election season. I don't forget the fact that Obama tried to scold black men, because they're talking about black boys in particular, tried to scold black men for not voting for Kamala Harris. I remember when Michelle Obama jumped on the stage and said to go against your family and your household and your man and vote for Kamala Harris anyway. Masculinity is in style. It never really left. They just needed a little bit of guidance from people that needed to take the mantle.